So let me show you how to do some quick and dirty market research to see if there is a market for your product. So let's assume that you have some kind of how to make money on eBay type of course, and you're looking to figure out who to sell this to in the offline world. So I'm going to go into the search mailing lists, click on go. And so Nextmark returns about 55 mailing lists that are in this eBay market. Now, let me tell you that there are probably more. A lot of them aren't, publicly indexed and advertised on Nextmark. But the fact that there are 55 mailing lists does show me that this is a good starting point, and there is a market that I could actually sell into. So here are all the different types of mailing lists that have the list of names and addresses of people who spent some money or signed up for some type of offer related to eBay. So let's take this particular one, for example, eBay Success Startup Kit. So every list has something called a data card. That's usually filled out by the owner of the list, kind of advertising, the type of list, what it was used for, and some type of information about the buyers who are on this list. So the eBay Success Startup Kit is comprised of entrepreneurs that have turned to Consumer Loyalty Group for everything they need to start an eBay business. And if you scroll down, they have some additional descriptions as well. eBay Success website say that we supply you with tools, training, the whole product inventory. Look at this. Respondents pay a small shipping fee, $195 to $795 via credit card for the kit. Buyers then pay $49.95 a month for membership in the online supplier system. This list is perfect for business and financial opportunity offers, blah, blah, blah. So this is interesting. This is a list of buyers who are paying $50 a month to learn how to sell on eBay. So think about it. If they are paying $600 a year to learn how to sell on eBay, is there a chance that they could be interested in your eBay product as well? Absolutely. This is the most targeted that it ever gets, period. So how do you find out, the size of this list and some of the other metrics? So every data card that you come across will have detailed numbers on the number of people on the mailing list, and also the average number of people who sign up every single month or every single quarter. So this particular list that we are looking at has a total universe, which basically refers to the total number of people on this list. That's close to 1.5 million. So basically 1.5 million people at different points in time signed up, paid a small shipping fee, $195 to $795, to get their kit. Now, this does not imply that all 1.5 million converted and paid $50 a month. But if you look at the list of buyers, and these are essentially the list of people who are actually paying that every single month, they have close to 500,000 people who are paying $49.95 a month to learn how to make money on eBay. Seriously, this is as targeted as you can ever get. Try doing this type of research and try targeting this type of market online. It's going to be almost impossible. It's probably going to cost you thousands and thousands of dollars in testing just to figure out, how to target these types of buyers. Now, there's also something called a hotline. And a hotline essentially is a list of the most recent additions to a list. And usually when you start mailing, I recommend typically that you start by mailing to a hotline. Since these are the people who are fresh onto their list, who are the ones who are the most excited about making money on eBay, and if they bought one product, there's a very high chance that they could buy another product in the same market. So what's interesting is that this list has a hotline of 35,000 people being added to it every single quarter. So 16,000 people or so on an average every single month. So this is a list where they get 16,000 new people every single month. And to you, what that implies is that you get to target 16,000 new prospects with your eBay product month over month over month, just from one single list. That is really, really powerful. Think about it. You don't have to do any other type of targeting. If this list works for you, all you need to do is every time they get a new hotline each month, just turn around, mail to that hotline, and that's it. You're done. Basically collect your profits and just let the whole thing run on autopilot. So going back, you can see that there are all sorts of lists related to eBay. And you could pretty much, go through all these lists just to get a sense of, what people are actually doing on these lists. And there are different types of lists. There are lists where people just sign up to get a free offer. There are lists where people pay money to, get something in return. And there are lists where, that are just aggregated from multiple data sources. I'll cover all that in a future lesson. But for now, one thing you should realize is that this is a pretty huge market. Similarly, if you take the make money market, for example, 251 lists on the make money market. Check out these lists. Who wants to be their own boss? Soho want to be their own boss. 1.1 million people. And there are all sorts of lists. Real estate property investors, people who want to make money learning how to invest in real estate. 424,000 people in this particular list. Make money at home data match, 2.4 million on this list. And it goes on and on and on. So there are all sorts of lists in the make money market that you can target as well. And Nextmark is a great way to quickly decide if there is a market, what people are actually spending within these markets, and just an average size of is this market even worth getting into. Now, for example, let's say that you picked something obscure like let's say model trains. Six lists, that's it. Now, so this, I know from experience is that this is a pretty big market, but there are only so many ways that you can target them offline. There are only about 6 lists in this market. Each list only has, between 40 to 70 or 80,000 people on it, and most of the names are also common across smaller lists. So in terms of targeting them offline, this is a small market as such. I'm not saying that this is a difficult market to penetrate, but if you were starting off with a Fusion code, I would recommend that you pick a really big market with tons of mailing lists and with large numbers in them. So make money, health and nutrition, and pretty much all other types of bigger markets.